right. There we go. Get in here. Let me turn on the desktop audio. Boom. Okay. And let's go here. There we go. Set up over there. We'll set up here. Awesome. Let me toggle that off. Cool. So we are finally back to play Morimens. I've had my jaunt of some other games. I really, really love Code Vein 2. I need to go back and play it. I've been grinding that secret boss, and I'm damn near. I can almost do it hitless. If I can, I will upload it. But we'll get there. I'm working on a guide, etc., etc. We're here to play Morimens, and while I did get to Astral Reign, I need to do the Miryam Awaken Overview. I do Awaken Overviews. I try to do them weekly. Sometimes they get a little complex, and they may be a short, but they take a long time to do because they're super highly edited. So, as part of Miryam, I want to do her story, which we do have a story in the form of a Dreamscape via Desecrate. So, looking forward to Astral Reign. Also, I technically can't start it because I need to do the radio drama, right? To kind of prep me, to give me, to catch up on all the lore and stuff for that. So yeah, we're gonna do Desecrate, and we're gonna see this here. An ocean perished. She laid its remains to rest. Upon the mirror of the abyssal sea, her king's dream dissipates and the divine realm decays. She beholds herself stepping forth from an ancient dream, only to step into the ruins of a collapsing future. She questions the abyss, but the abyss remains silent. She offers sacrifices to the abyss, but the only voice that answers is her own. So I'm going to suspect that this is after chapter 6, when we save Murphy from essentially being reborn. Obviously, canonically, right, we still get Murphy fullborn, so she is technically reborn, but in the story, I'm assuming this is after chapter 6. I don't know how to check if it's after chapter 6. We'll find out. All right, prophecy. Phantasmal dream of the throne, the king hearkens to the revelation of the divine. Alright. Oh, do I click it? There we go. The storm of Lemuria shall be stilled, the abyss of Lemuria shall be no more. The king shall shelter his righteous people, and he shall bring forth the divine realm. Gentle waters shall flow, anointing the earth, giving life unto every blade and every tree. The king is Tulu, right? Boom. Who are you? I don't know if I've seen you before. It's not a young Miryam, is it? Beneath the rubble, a small form shivers. Not far off, the ocean rages with such fury that it nearly swallows the thunder itself. Like a helpless, withered leaf adrift upon the boundless ocean, the great ire of Lemuria trembles. Oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't click. Lemuria is essentially kind of like Atlantis. Never clicked. So at some point it sinks into the ocean. Though the violent quakes had ceased, a lingering dizziness still clouds her senses. Her house had almost fully collapsed, debris pinning her into a cramped crevice amid the rubble. Torrential rain pours through the gaps between stones, soaking her to the bone. That does not sound like a pleasant time. Above, massive fragments of wreckage hung suspended directly above her head. Used above twice in it. Anyways, popped up only by a single crack-riddled pillar, shuddering beneath the rain's assaults. O revered king, please save your faithful follower. Okay. Curves herself deeper into the corner. The speed of the text is a little distracting to me. Tempests, thunder, earthquakes, tsunamis. Lemuria, the people sleep alongside calamities. Thus, prayer is the first thing they learn upon waking. You are the divine envoy, the faith of the people of Lemuria. I devote to you everything that I have. I beg of you to help me. Save me. Father had told her that their god and their king would deliver Lemuria's people. She did not know what a god was, nor what a king was. Still, she cried out again and again. God still did not appear. God had never appeared before her, and yet, apart from prayer, there was nothing she could do. This really does feel like a young Miryam. Cracks in the stone pillar widened. It could no longer bear the crushing weight above. Oh Lord, please, save me. It is Miryam. Remembers when her mother's body was dug out. Oh wait. It's her mother? Was dug out from the ruins, that dirty, broken body. Had she too been this cold, this terrified, this utterly forsaken? Her tears melt helplessly into the rain. Her voice grows weaker, trembling along with her body. Boom. Miryam, who's yelling for her? Stone pillar shatters. Just before the massive slab plummets downward, a familiar figure rushes over, pulling Miryam into his embrace. Oh, who's her father? Slowly lowers the arm she had instinctively raised to shield her eyes. Wow. She clings to him, tightly embracing his familiar figure. Don't be afraid. We can't get rid of the text, so I can't. It's not a good view of the silhouette here. Oh, careful, child. I don't like that voice from him. Stones crash, gravel sprays. He stands between her and the collapsing debris. His weather-beaten, sun-darkened skin gashed by countless new wounds from rubble and tiles. So this was a pretty bad quake, it would seem. His hands, already rough from a lifetime of labor, are mangled and bloodied from frantically digging away at the rubble. Rain falls, washing over the man's body, his fresh blood staining the broken ground a dark crimson. Oh, Miryam, it's not your fault. Gently rests on her head, softly stroking her hair. Silly child, what are you saying? As long as you are safe, no wounds can truly hurt me. Oh, it's still him. Then he made it in time. Thank you, Lord, for protecting my family. Should we just thank Tulu? In the oceans below and above? We of Lemuria endure the calamities by the king's grace alone. Only in devout worship to the king may one protect his family. You are still young. When you are older, you will understand. Enos. Have we heard that name before? I don't know. I don't know if we've heard his name before. Now come, recite with me. For those who are lost, the Lord shall guide. There's a lot of, lots of text in this one. Miryam, for those who are devout, the Lord shall embrace. I was just thinking about something from the past. It's always kind of funny to see that, you know, they have the child and then they have this, and then Miryam. All right, we can't make this go away. But like this is Miriam's form all the way up, and yet then Miryam then becomes sort of like this surrogate mother for Murphy. I don't know, I get reusing assets, but it sometimes it kind of breaks some of the immersion when it's there's not different ages for folks. Although, once you're an Awakener, you don't age, so I guess she probably dies at this age. You wished to contend for the priesthood the other day. I was overjoyed my daughter had grown up. The text is kind of slow. Can we speed it up? I think it's this one. 2. Here we go. There we go. Oh, I forget it does the auto stuff. Okay. Wait. Oh, we'll do this. Noob, what's up? A good assumption. I missed. Are you talking about the age stuff? I don't know who this silhouette is. Your mother in heaven would sure be happy for you. Ah, the priestess is coming over. Sarah. I don't know if I've heard Sarah before. Priestess wearing a purple veil moves slowly through the congregation while reciting prayers. She passes the young candidates in front before stopping in front of Miryam and her family. Oh Lord, please hear my devout plea. Please accept my daughter, Miryam. Her father's whispered prayer, together with the solemn majesty of the priest, kept Miryam from speaking further. She lowers her head and waits. Raises her hand and places it on Miryam's forehead. Your grace. Oh, no. It's very hard. Sarah in chapter 1. In chapter... In the asylum? Man, it's been a while. It's been months since I've played that. I don't remember... I'll have to go back and look. Yeah, so in chapter 1, huh? She gave no reply, showed no expression. She had seen too many stories before. The lowing of beasts no longer stirred even the faintest interest in her. Those well-maintained hands. That's a nice way to put that somebody that doesn't necessarily do hard labor. Oh, she's the nun that raises Aegis. Interesting. Okay. I did not catch that. I wasn't really looking for the Church of the Lightbearers, I guess, in chapter 1. Back when I played it. Sarah's that Sarah, then it would create all kinds of theory. Yeah. Because, I mean, the Church of the Lightbearers are everywhere. Oh, it doesn't seem that the Sarah is that Sarah. Theory-wise, I mean, that definitely makes things very interesting. Dad will be content. Priest or not, you will always be my child. What about me? It's interesting that Miryam has a sister. His rough, broad hands rested, as gentle as always. Whenever she was lost, whenever she was sad, that same hand would always find her, stroking her head just like this, soothing her into calm. How many burdens of the owner of that hand endured, and what had she done to help him? Okay, so... she feels a lot of guilt that he's... I mean, parent devoted to a child makes sense, right? And the child is kind of finding their own way. There's an old grandpa walking onto the altar, clothing a purple robe. Standing on tiptoe besides Enos for a better view. The High Priest. Do we get to see the High Priest? Oh, well that is, Miryam wears that crown, right? Interesting. His face was aged, but his steps remained steady. His clothes were impeccably maintained without a single wrinkle. I noticed a single wrinkle, but my mind immediately, I was like, why is Winkle in this story? But High Priest crown. Yeah. Sole person granted audience with the king. Save for the king himself, who held the ability to commune with God, the High Priest held the highest status in all of Lemuria. So, when they're talking about God, which eldritch Lovecraftian monster are they talking about for Lemuria? I don't remember. It's like the 3 Aeons at the end of the story, or there's not an Aqua one. Soon that gaze turned towards Miryam. Following the priestess's guidance, the old man came before her and placed his wrinkled hand upon her forehead. Everyone likes to give her head pats. Especially if you see the chibi form. That makes sense. Found herself breathless, unable to perceive even the flow of time. Would you kill your father for the king? That's pretty fucked up, man. Like, she already feels guilty about him. Raises her head in bewilderment, seeing the stern, imposing face of the high priest. What? Yeah. I'd be surprised too. Tulu looks familiar to a well-known deity. I'm not placing it. Not placing it. Unless Tulu's not the king in yellow. I mean, he's kind of the wrong color. Faith is everything. As a devout believer, the king cares for his people. He would never ask me to. Should not become a priestess. You should not have been born in Lemuria. Exiled. The church is so fucked, man. I mean, even in Lemuria, apparently, or if this is different, it's the same background asset as when they're underground with the church. We know Miryam's associated. A parrawing with the tentacles and the human posture. That sounds really familiar. Like I said, it's been a minute since I've looked at the lore, which are wings. Is that? Oh no. You're teasing me, noob. I don't remember which, because there's like 7 of them. I know in Morimens they only reference really like 3 or 4, but I think there's 7 of the Eldritch beings in Lovecraft's lore. Willing to sacrifice everything for the king. Just like this old man, I'm just imagining, you know, he's got the old man voice. God has guided me here, so this must be the fate foretold by the stars. Fate. High Priest pays no attention to Enos and Miryam's words. Without another glance, he sighs deeply and walks back into the depths of the temple. Yes, go home, Groundhog. They are referencing a lot, though. Yeah. Stops before Miryam, smiles at her, and hands her a badge. 7 days brings to the temple and join the training. You are now an apprentice priestess of Lemuria. Man, that's got to be like whiplash for her. Cthulhu and Cthulhu. Oh, just like the big boss Cthulhu. That I was over here trying to think of like Nyla, whatever, like all the side ones. Just yeah, big boss. That makes sense. It is Tulu, right? Sister was chosen. Turn toward the statue. Yeah. Oh, I just now noticed the throne here. So this is a different asset than we've seen used. That throne is pretty cool. Lord has heard our voice. We give our deepest gratitude unto the Lord. Paya? Paya? So that's her mother, I guess, that died previously. Okay. Yeah. I have not seen the throne before this, so it's pretty cool. That absolutely looks chthonic. Mix of sincere and envious congratulations from the crowd. In her palm rests a dark badge, etched with writhing tentacles and a raging tempest. It lies cold and still, indifferent to the noise around it, like an aloof prophecy. I do like the way they describe things. For a whole feast of your favorite dishes, I must tell them this wonderful news. She's going to become a priestess of Lemuria. Yeah, see, like, obviously Miryam has great design. But she's already wearing the priest crown. So it's like, I feel like that's an easy asset to remove for this, because she's not. It's the little things that break things for me. It's also why I don't often watch a lot of live action stuff outside of going to the movies, because, you know, getting beaten, taken through the ground, and people still have perfect makeup and all that stuff. I'm like, that it's really distracting. I'm getting off track here. Let's get back into the story. Finally, she too has brought smiles to her family, just like her father. Then let those smiles last, she thinks. Let this joy endure. Prophecy. Fish flesh. Oh, that's kind of like, that's why Miryam has a crown, even though she's in the high priest. Yeah, I know. They use the same asset. I would like a little bit more, I would like more differences. I fully understand from a protection value, like it's much easier not to have Miryam A and Miryam B, but they already do the faces, right? And then that's a really easy layer to take off. As someone who actively cuts out these characters for the Awakened overviews, it's pretty easy to do. But I mean, the game is beautiful, right? So I'm just nitpicking, I guess. It does distract for me a little bit, but I ultimately am nitpicking. Yeah, the different emotions, which, I mean, you catch here, but the easiest places to see them is in the archives, and you just go to the quotes, especially like with the battle, and you just kind of go through and you can see all the different faces. Is your stomach acting up again? Queasy at the smell of fish, but she's from Lemuria? Oh, that's probably not a good thing. Are there supposed to be tears of dissolution? Before, I didn't really register that. Fish is so delicious, why don't you like it? Ate too much as a child. Maybe I can't get accustomed to that fishy smell. Or maybe. I never told you how Mom died, did I? When rocks fell from the mountain, she couldn't get away in time. Fish fell from the sky, landing all over her body. Her eyes were wide open, protruding just like those fish. Okay, that makes more sense why she does not like fish. But if you hate it, why not tell Dad? I just say it. Yeah, you need to communicate. He's had a tough life, and fish is the cheapest food in Lemuria. I suppose that's fair. Can't do anything. Can't help our family at all. The one thing I can do is not be a burden. So how did Miryam go from being super guilty to stone hard mother of Murphy? Time to eat. My little princesses. Interrupting Sarah's question, Miryam smiles and changes the subject. Can't tell anyone else. Yeah, that's fair. So, obviously we got a lot more story to go through, but I'm wondering if various fish dishes, nice, if the relationship with Miryam and Sarah, because clearly Sarah is much smaller, right? If Miryam is like, I don't know, the description kind of reminds me of how Miryam takes care of Murphy. Despite not being a biological, she is like her surrogate mother. So I wonder if Sarah's a bit of a stand-in for Murphy. But that would be, I think Sarah would have to die for that to work. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's not a big deal. It's not. Oh, yeah, so she's done a feast Enos has done a feast and called everybody then. Then what does a priest do? I would get some food. Fish for everybody. I mean, they probably make some incredible dishes. There are no calamities here, no disease. Everyone enjoys endless food and fine wine. This sounds like a great place. At some point, our people could no longer hear the voice of God. Calamities become more and more frequent. No one has ever been able to leave. And once more will bring us his blessings. The departed will return to life, and we will live on this land in eternal peace. Lemuria will once again become the perfect divine realm. He said the thing. Right, that's Murphy Fowbone's ability. Like divine realm. Legacy of Divine Realm, something like that, where she changes everything in Aqua. Power is not limitless. He requires help from his devotees, thus those with strong spiritual power selected as priests in order to convey his will and aid his arrangement. Nice. I'll catch you later, noob. I'll still be here. Mundane mortals like me have no talent for such things. I can only watch helplessly as your mother... Forget it, yeah. Dibbly warm grin, hands patting two daughters' heads. Head pats for everybody. The greatest honor for all of us. Probably should not do that next to the mic. Miryam can smell the thick, pungent smell of low-quality alcohol piercing the dust, mingling in the air. They do have a fun way with words. Drink favored by pores in Lemuria. Cause severe headaches. Everyone gets hangovers, huh? Wait. Hangovers and spasm and pains are a gift for those penurious, almost similar to blessing. Oh, man. Okay. He drinks it all in one gulp. Is incompetent. Fried fish fillet. This sounds great. Just follow your heart. I know you can make it. Only hopes you can take good care of yourself in the future. If anything upsets you, write me. Oh, yeah. No, she's out tomorrow then. Crazy. Stacks of golden flower inflame its skin. Hot and rich smell trickles out. Yeah, her father was very, very pleased. Blurred by the rising steam, her mother's silhouette seems to be sitting nearby too, with smiles spread on her face. So like anything in Morimens, that starts out happy, it's going to come to some disastrous end, and people are going to die. Slices the fish, takes a bite. Flavor I imagine bursts in her mouth, forcing a smile on her cheek. Part response, part participation. Okay. Abyssal prayer. I'm wondering if it's just story. It might just be story. I think with Castrum Pollock, like the Beyond the Two Skies, I think that was all story. But then the Ramona Timeline one, when you get her alternate dress, there's some combat there. Part of the temple is open to ordinary worshippers, but only those qualified to become priests are allowed to come here. Okay. Sanctum Sanctorum. There's a clean shot of it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a very cool... Oh, my, wow, I didn't realize how big it was, the scale here. Because these statues are probably larger than life already. Yeah. That's a huge, huge scale. Okay. Size the path like two massive pools. There's stuff in the pools. Oh, you got the deep ones. I beat up in these guys all day. A drenched creature leaps out of the water, sparse human hair hanging down from its head and covering its fish-like face. The gills on its neck slightly open, thin lips, slimy mouth quivering, emitting inexplicable, turbid syllables. There used to be human limbs all cluttered with scales, flailing wildly on the surface while filthily rejecting the light within the sanctum. Slap, 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 slap. Following it, countless fish-faced creatures with identical attributes emerge from the pools, their limbs slapping the water frantically, strange noises uttered between the shark-like teeth. In an instant, they've crowdedly occupied the pool, with the slippery, shiny skins scrubbing each other. Those prodigious, bulging eyes now wide open, staring at Miryam without emotion or blink. Is she taken back, aghast, or disgusted? Oh, she's disgusted. Okay. These are... I have not met you, Deborah. She's kind of got similar garb to the Philborn, actually. I like her style. Apparently, it's a Lemurian thing to like have these flowing shorts with the abdomen exposed. I'm not complaining about it, but it's just interesting that it seems consistent. Called Deborah, patting her arms excitedly, although it's their first meeting. It is forsaken by a divine revelation said to be delivered to our Lord. Before Lemuria transforms into the divine realm, he shall use the holy blood to remodel his people, granting them the ability to withstand calamities. Great. Let's mutate, folks. Why not? Deborah greets the deep ones joyfully, gently stroking their glossy faces. Mutate them and then keep them as pets. Would their families agree to such tighter on distinctions like this? Yeah, so she's apprehensive at first, but I mean, she ends up running this whole show. Latter one, a breathtaking artifact composed of a human, a throne, and tentacles. That dude. Its face somewhat indistinguishable, the humanoid body seated between a massive throne and a myriad of tentacles, creating a stark contrast. Ah, this old man. Waving his hand, he stops the coming salute from standing up apprentices. Prayers have been laid before you. Oh, right. I think I used a voice for him. Prayers have lain before you. Read them, chant them, and the most crucial parts, believe in them. Okay, I like Deborah's thumbnail. She's very cheerful. There's not a lot of cheer in this game, so I mean, like, I guess it's always cheerful for the most part. Arita, I guess, is cheerful, but there's not a lot of cheer, so it's kind of fun to see every now and then. Mysterious faint glow starts to manifest on the surface of the statue. Picked up the prayers in front of her. Ah. Oh, we got this thing again. Different from common Lemurian, cluttered with complex hieroglyphics, it possesses more dimensions than reality space. It is a liminal book. Strange glyph came from ancient inscription or even from another word. Interesting. So, I imagine this comes from Lovecraft because mind flayers or illithids out of D&D, Pathfinder, wherever, right? They're like in everything. Tentacle, like octopi head. Their language is much like this in that they are symbols that convey emotions and like concepts. I mean, they also have like psionic communication, but just kind of makes me think it seems to be very consistent, so I assume that's straight from Lovecraft. Yes, we've seen this overlay before. It's good though. I like it. I like the wispy smoke effect. Letters distorting like tentacles, black inks dancing in the air until they transformed into another language. Her voice overlaps and intertwines in a single moment. Vowels hook on consonants, endings merge with beginning, just like those symbols. What comes out of her throat forms a complex structure with high dimension, as if echoing from an unimaginable space-time. Interesting. Continues chanting with all of her efforts. And her words resonate and stack onto themselves relentlessly. The reality surrounding her blurs, dissolutes. Finds herself submerged in deep sea. Lithe water flows in every direction. Lithe water flows in every direction. Just an interesting descriptor for water. Okay, so we've seen this a lot, but not... This is slightly different, right? You got this extra overlay here with the little mountain. I'm very much caught up in aesthetics, so... feels that she has somewhat joined the constellation. Her moth light is being lured to a certain place. She looks toward that place. Chasing each other towards a distant, blurred silhouette. A silhouette composed of a human body, a throne, and a new row of tentacles. It doesn't look like the throne anymore, but sure. Oh, there he is. There's Tulu. That's a cool shot, actually. I don't think I've seen this shot of Tulu. That makes him look much more menacing than the pouty boy that he is. Snap. Silhouette jerks awake, seemingly disturbed by some voice. Entire illusionary space dims for a moment as he opens his eyes. Vague shape of an elder man appears behind him. You have heard her voice. Lord of Lemuria still reigns upon the throne, and we are but a successful. You should not... Oh, he's talking. It's not crowned by the owner of that throne. We worship the one closest to God as our Lord. We don't like this title. Tulu has some sass. You have accepted to surpass countless envoys of Lemuria, and you are still a child. The Lord's days are numbered. While his already clear, soon the throne is yours. You need to accustom with his title, my lord. No longer, yeah. Perceiving our existence, glimpsing our presence. Yes, I've verified it. She is the future of Lemuria. Why were you such an ass to her then? Like, you should be exiled. Enough talent, but insufficient devotion. She cannot offer you assistance, my lord. This guy is like night and day. He's like, she's the chosen one, but actually she's not very good. This high priest, man. Live in reality rather than illusion, but that's the hope we have. Shouldn't be settled on anyone's shoulders. We each have our own duties to fulfill. She has no choice. I have no choice, and you, my lord, have no choice either. Boring. I do like the Tulu sasses here, even in this moment. Evanescent sigh dissolves into the immense void. They do use good language. Heart-stopping sensation of falling, followed by a sharp pain. Looking around in bewilderment. Some who are unable to read or chant the prayers have been asked to leave the prayer room. Of those remaining, some are lying on the ground in pain, while others, eyes closed in prayer, wear blissful smiles. Yeah, I like Deborah. She's cool. Okay. Head hurts. Why did I get thrown from him? Something went wrong? Seems to have failed. Man, these people are so up and down. Can enter his dream through the prayers, but only most talented priestess can witness his silhouette. Guess it proves you're extraordinary. Though I don't know what happened to you, but this is only the first time. Okay. Prayer is essential for every priest or priestess. As a bridge between our mortal souls and the Lord, it is indispensable in other prayers in the Deep One conversion ritual. We will stay in the temple and serve as his priestesses, reforming Lemuria into the divine realm. Kindness from her friend alleviates Miryam's weakness. As she prepares to leave, she takes another glance at the statue. Sat slanted on the throne. So is this actually a figure sitting on the throne, or is this like a statue? It's not entirely clear there. Alright, in the rain. Several months later, okay, so she's gotten into this. On the stone altar, a ritual dagger in her hands. Oh, we're doing some sacrifice. Growling of frantic wind and precipitous rain penetrate the thick stone walls of the sanctum. Interesting. The pious devotee of our Lord, may you open as the shell, accept his. Sorry. Cramps that she could barely stand leaning against the wall. Is she getting sick? Can't keep like this, do you? Otherwise the supervising priest would scold you again. I mean, so she gets sick over sacrificing people. I think that's a very reasonable response. Like, I mean, someone spent half a year. Half a year is a little more than several months. You still can't manage the Deep One conversion ritual a single time. Learn those wozy herber theories faster than anyone else. Why can't you handle this ritual just like that? Can't bring myself to do such cruelty. What changes? Because you become a fucking monster later. A hot monster. But a monster nonetheless. Can't really help. Every time I see those prayers and those fish-like creatures, I can't help thinking of my family. What nonsense are you talking about? Please forgive Miryam. Her mind was completely frightened by the Deep Ones. The fervor. Watch your words. If he hears you, you'll be punished. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Never hurry for those things. We'll take our time. Yeah, so they're just keeping these people as like pets. The Church of the Lightbearers do that too, right? It's like, oh, hey, this person, we're just gonna burn them in a cage because they are a wick and we are sadistic fucks. These ones don't seem quite as bad, but I mean, they still have these ritualistic tendencies. It's a long time with trivialities and flummeries. Flummeries. Haven't heard that word in a while. Okay, we have time now, don't we? Alright, so we are going back to her early story again. We'll see if there's anything new here. She's no doubt a cutie, though sometimes a bit careless. She's smart and very considerate. Actually, now I can see some similarities between you and her. I really should consider about taking another little sister today. What do you think? Really should consider about. Okay, the sentence is just a little off. Well, Mary, you sure know how to take advantage of me. Rarely share her family details with others. At first, her voice was choppy with shyness, her sentence intermittent, but soon she became talkative. I'm curious if this is also AI translated or if this has been human translated. Frolic sounds fill the gap of eloquent stories. Delighted laughters rush over to the tranquil pools. Pretended to like it very much and ate all the fish on the plate he gave me. You'd definitely be as mad as a balloon fish. Like a pufferfish? Return home, no doubt I have to eat his fish dishes again. You're in pain but enjoying it. Oh, what's happening now? Clashing weapons and hurried footsteps punches the inner hall abruptly. Okay. Halts. Oh, we saw these guys. Juliet used these assets for some of her gods. Back when she's chasing Casper and Pollux. Emergency calamity. Southern Valley. Casualties. Recovery team. Mind the plague. Southern Valley. Oh, so she's about to lose her family. I have to go back. Rather quickly, her eyes anxiously peeping around. It's a felony for priest apprentice to leave the temple. Oh. It's treacherous. It happened to my mother before. The convocation of all apprentices is about to begin, and I can't help you on that. Strong drowsiness overwhelms her mind. The effect of some hypnotic herb used in sacrificial rituals. That's kind of like the, what is her name? Not the diva. The Oracle, but she's got a, like the Oracle of Delphi. It's very stylized in 300, but the oracles would essentially get high on fumes, right? I mean, they also have it in like really any sort of like shamanic or druidic rituals from around the planet. Gently places Deborah in an unnoticed corner. So yeah, she just essentially like what is the, can't think of the drug that people we see in videos and stuff. It's just like out. Yeah, she's sleeping gassed Deborah. Devout shall be embraced, for the Lord beholdeth their devotion. Houses collapse, crowds submerged in rain or tears. One is saltier than the other. Stones fall from the mountainsides, engulfing the town, as if toy bricks being pushed down. The yearning ones shall be answered, for the Lord heareth their prayers. The color of blood sheds the word in her eyes, the deceased scenery blurred by Stygian cries. After running in the rain for hours, she can't be sure whether she stands in her hometown. That sucks. Everyone just is gone. Sanity screams for escape, however her legs still dragged her back home. The home that engraves her countless laughter and tears, the home that has endured the repetition of savage calamities and hope for rebuilds. The home buried in ruin under her eyes. Welcome back, noob. Yeah, her hometown is, no more. Oh, Enos is alive, though. But he's probably sitting over, her sister. Yep, no matter how hard he tried, the ruthless rain still soaks through his tiny torso, dripping onto the lifeless body of the little girl in his arms. Yep, Sarah's dead. Miryam's throat clogged, her voice nearly a murmur. She moves forward, stumbles, kneels, crawls. Her hands tremble with disbelief as they touches her. This has got to be AI translated. It's not nowhere near as clean as Chapter 1 is. She was asleep when it happened, you know. Sarah used to sleep soundly. Nothing can wake her up. Even a disastrous earthquake. No fear, no pain, no lingering. That's honestly a great way to go. It's just like, done. So I guess she had the best death that she could. As soon as he murmurs a few words, they mix with the rain once again. His pale lips quiver, perhaps trembling from cold and exhaustion, perhaps twitching from grief. Not until then does Miryam notice that Enos's flesh on one leg and abdomen has been parted like crepe paper. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Fumbles out a bunch of her herbals, with her mind losing the ability of assortment. She applies them all to her father's wound. Yeah. She's just, going through all the emotions right now. I wonder if they introduce Murphy at the end of this. And which is why she takes a ring, because Murphy is like her sister. Several enormous tentacles stretch from the ground, block out most of the devastating rocks. It's a little late. The Lord has protected us. I am but a worthless wretch, yet he still chose to shelter me. After everybody died and you've been grievously wounded, I would owe you that faith. Like, your Lord has a fucked up sense of redemption, or like saving you. Blood nearly desiccated from his wound. Icy rain riling with crimson streams stains Miryam's dress. As if to just embrace his daughter. Farewell the day's toil and entering the sweet slumber of the night. I'm sorry I failed. Regret and pain surged like endless, oppressive black fog, suffocating Miryam. She clutched her father and sister's bodies tightly. It is really sad. Oh. I guess the priest followed her. And crawls toward the old man. Please save my father. Nope. He's always been the Lord's most pious believer. You don't understand, Miryam. It doesn't care about a believer's life, nor does it care about your sins. Only cares about its future foretold in dreams, the future of the divine realm. But it depends on your own choice. Moribund sky. Sharp gaze seems to penetrate the clouds, holding a silent, slight negotiation with something distant. Are you willing to devote to the Lord? She has nothing left, so absolutely. Yeah, it makes sense. She's just going to go all in. So would you kill your father for the Lord? The answer is yes. His eyes staring sharply like a blade. Almost stutter mine. There is a way to keep your father alive. Now answer me, what is devotion? I don't know. It's where all your offerings deserve, where all your meaning clings, devotion is the exclusion of any other unpure thoughts. Yeah, these guys are like crazy zealots. Only through devotion... Alright, so it's the priest. Only through devotion to the Lord can you save your father. Or to arrive at such devotion, you must first kill your father. His eyes fixed on, scrutinizing every ripple of expression. The only chance you have for your father lies in the Deep One conversion ritual. Forget your father, forget your family. Devote yourself to the Lord of Lemuria. Praise him, obey him. Hear his guidance. Perform the conversion ritual like every priest do. Like every priest do. Oh, man. This chapter needs some touching up, for sure. So, Miryam, are you ready to kill your father? Oh, these cults. These cults are assholes. Okay. This is what it looks like inside the temple. She wanted to come and... strokes his little daughter's face. For the first time, this devout believer enters the sacred sanctum. Good for him, at least, that he gets to finally go what he's devoted his life to. Used to go fishing with me. When you got tired, you would rest against me like this as we headed home. When you wake up, we would arrive home. Mother was pregnant with your sister at the time, yet she still walked a long way to meet us at the border. Do you remember? Lots of reminiscing here. Daddy finally has someone to lean on when he's tired. The father, the one who used to be standing in front of her like Like an ancient deity, the one never ceased to protect her and support the whole family. Now huddles beside her, hoary and weak. I mean, grievously wounded. Makes a lot of sense. You can get out now. Candlelight hardly illuminates the dim ritual chamber. While the candlesticks rotate slowly, its surface etched with busy crowds and tentacles protruding eyes watching over them. Oh, really? That's fucked up. So it's a ritual table, so... Yep, he lies on the stone altar, so he is the first sacrifice that she's actually going to have to do. It's alright, you'll be fine soon. Is she gonna make him a fish person? You cannot devote to his ordering wholeheartedly. You can give up. I will ensure his death is painless. And make your decision. It's fucked up, man. What makes our little Miryam so sad? Always and forever. It's a little Miryam, but her silhouette is so impressive. Like the crown and the flowing dress. My mind always says that Miryam is like bigger than other people. I see them, Father, I see them. Told you, Mom, that we'd have fish today. That Miryam is a priest apprentice. She would no doubt be surprised when we tell her later. Oh, this guy is delirious at this point. I mean, I guess he is kind of drained of blood and super drugged up right now. Have suffered from hard lives. I never liked Lemuria, my child, yet I can't leave her because you are here. Many things, build houses, fishing for living, cook meals for you, but I can change nothing. Help him. No calamities, no one will die. Yeah, this guy is just lost in kind of this happy miasma at this point as he is about to die and seemingly reborn as a fish person? Question mark. Oh, but this is pretty. Oh, it's the dagger. Yeah. So we see the ritual dagger in the introduction of the game. Not the actual story, but like when you go to log on and you click start game. This is part of the new 3-minute set, actually. It shows Miryam. It goes through a lot of people. But Miryam has some pretty cool shots in it. Become a priestess. Has he told you when the divine realm arrives in Lemuria? Apparently a couple months ago with the arrival of G. Murphy. She approaches Enos, bends down, her hand touching his cheek. Won't let you down, Father. There's a stab. Deep into Enos' chest, a howl with burning agony bursts out. His blood sprays uncontrollably, staining Miryam's right face. Eyes widen as she concentrates on the wound between the dagger and flesh, as if observing a masterpiece. That's interesting. Slicing across the skin, piercing the veins, separating the bones, Enos' howl never stops, like a moribund beast being torn apart. That's a little bit more than a ritualistic stabbing. Blood screams with distorted roars, crimson spiked with surging violence. Spilling out, they pierce through Miryam's face and skin before stabbing into her visceras. So they stabbed her in the gut. Alright, it's a cool visual though. Pious devotee of our Lord. That was quick. I mean, I read it, but can I read it out loud? No. Chanting prayers, her hands move faster and faster. The sigils of happiness and hope have already been engraved on Enos' body amid his quivering flesh. Well, this is the same thing that Juliet had Pollux do to Castor. And so for the Lord heareth their prayers. List of the basin containing the sacred blood and pouring them into the sigil-like wounds on Enos. Oh! The last time we saw scribbles was with Aegis. The moment the sacred blood touches these sigils, yeah. Sense of excitement upon feeling the heat of its... Wait, what? The moment the sacred blood touches those sigils, it seems to gain vitality. Swirling on Enos' body like a serpent, a sense of excitement upon the feeling of the heat of its prey seems to spread out through its meander traces. Maybe meander traces? Meander traces? Meander? Okay. They follow the heat source entering Enos' body through the wounds. Come unbearably intense. Yep, he's becoming a fish person. A gill-like organ appears on his neck. Slippery scales replace his hair, growing from various parts of his body. Still groans in pain, but his sound gradually turning into screeches, filled with the damp, stagnant air of salty water. I didn't disappoint you, did I? Can he even speak at this point? His intelligence diluted in waters. The dense fishy smell occupies her nostrils, the sticky, slippery skin under her hands. Smell and feeling used to disgust her, but now she finds them more comforting than ever. I really love fish. When we reunite in the divine realm, I'll enjoy the fish you cook every day. Is it cannibalistic, then? Would you become a fish person to eat fish? Probably not. It's different. It's different enough. Make a way. If you wish to convert into a deep one and live with your father, I can assist you. This priest just does not like her. For you to continue living with sanity should be far more painful than giving it up. But I'm not afraid of pain. Neos before the high priest. I will become best priestess of Lemuria. Please allow me to prove it to you. A reveal of the divine realm. Yeah, it'd be nice if they touch some of this up. So would you kill your father for the Lord? She just did. It's the only way to save my home and my father. The Lord is my father, the Lord is my home. He is the only truth in Lemuria. Like a gorgeous red mask that can never be washed. Well, I mean, somebody read, is it Macbeth? Where she's talking about out, damn spot. Points to the table nearby. A wine glass and a set of clothes have been set on it. Drink the Hydra's blood. Okay. I mean, when they were talking about the blood spike things being serpentine, it was invoking the Hydra's imagery. So, interesting that she drinks Hydra blood. If you cannot earn the improvement from his dream, it will result in a painful death. Huh. Leaving the prayer room, his back hunches low as if he's accomplished a daunting task, or his soul still suffer from a heinous crime he just committed. Picks up the wine glass. Young Miryam, you have cured your father. Oh, okay, so it's going to be her old self. 18-year-old Miryam turns her head, watching her 9-year-old self. I'm sorry, Miryam, that does not look like an 18-year-old. I know, obviously this is 9-year-old, but like Miriam's form. It's so weird. I mean, Daffodil, physically, they said she's like 27. Alva's like in her mid-30s. Jenkins 13. This girl's a little older than Lily. Ages are weird in Morimens for sure. Few can endure such amount of Hydra's blood, longing for death's embrace. Wondering if she is a juvenile deity, immeasurable amounts of inconsolable sorrow looks in her 9-year-old's eyes, flooding the 18-year-old Miryam's sight. What else can I believe in? Raised in glass, the image of the statue drifts over the red surface, its tentacles shifting, absorbing her devotion. Answer my yearnings, my lord. Her father's blood drips from her face, mixing with the Hydra's blood in Celine's ripples. Without any hesitation, she tilts her head back and drinks the liquid in one gulp. A strong, fishy smell surrounds her in the abyss of the darkness. Interesting. Yeah, I think this is just going to be story. I don't think there's going to be any combat here. Another heavy rain is coming. Various calamities have become much more frequent in recent years. Like the one that killed her family. But since the new High Priestess Ascendant took office, there have also been many in progress. The renovation of followers' houses, extensive priest selections, and ritual ceremonies have all been organized by her. Oh, okay. And the Deep Run conversion ritual has never been held in public before today. Heard she's from Southern Valley, isn't she? Okay, so this is another time jump, essentially. She became everything that they wanted her to become. Oh, about to, at least. She's only in her 20s. How astonishing. Okay, so it's been at least 2 years since the last chapter. Have to suffer in bed for at least a week after drinking the Hydra's blood. She turned out to be completely unharmed. Such a short distance to the Lord. Such achievements for Lemuria. Truly enviable. Sacrifice anything for the chance to exchange with her. Oh, don't say that, kid. You have no idea what goes on behind. Deep in the dream crowning the throne, he listeneth to the divine revelation. Lemuria's tempest will surrender in silence. Lemuria's abyss will drown in salvation. His glory will transcend. His glory will descend. His realm will beckons. Yeah, I'd really like for them to clean up the text here. I mean, the mind reads it just fine, but it's a little distracting when things are frequently like misspelled or the wrong tenses is used. Two tendrils of black mist coil behind her like two serpents crawling without definite form. Can clearly feel her eyes overlooking from the altar. His Holiness has been unwell recently. I will teach the Deep One's conversion ritual instead. I hope she killed the old priest and took his place. I feel like that would be fitting for how much of a fucking asshole he is. Conscious father is placed on the stone altar. His teenage daughter is struggling and crying under the control of the guards. Please mercy him. Only stole a little. My mother died in calamity, and because my father had no money, he resorted to stealing. Please spare my father. Yep. The cycle repeats. Would you kill the father for the Lord? Devotee of our Lord. I just realized I wasn't sure if I had grabbed the shot of Miryam with, was it F12? Miryam in the throne, guiding her towards her father's cheek, touching it gently. Tell me, do you and your father longing for the divine realm? They do. Lemurians should long for the divine realm. No calamities, no pain. The divine realm should be first and only thing we long for. You are not criminals. You love each other through your bond of kinship. It's a sincere love with no doubt praiseworthy. What you have done should not be deemed a crime. You just gotta kill your dad. Just kill your dad and you'll be good. This is his offering. Forcing them to stab down. Yep. Just like, I'll help you do it. Father's anger screams and the daughter's shrill cries. Glory of conversion will lie on you after your father's ritual is complete. You can still live with your father. I will pay the cost of a sober life for you. Strolls across the father's body with her voice. taste of happiness swells, wrapping her in ecstasy. The splattered blood and twisted expressions constituted the stairs leading to his divine realm. Lemurian should embrace it. Yes, Miryam is deep in the cult now and enjoying this. 2 half-human, half-fish monsters were thrown into the pool. Yep. Which is like the father and the daughter. Deborah is like a great cheerleader. Don't call me the title of High Priestess Ascendant. I've told you many times. Now look at you, sublime presence in Lemuria. Whoever serves there makes no difference, Deborah. The teacher will lead us. Together we will devote everything to the king. Soon the divine realm will arrive. Many issues are waiting for our attention. I'm heading to the prayer room now. Discovers she's just been covered in blood. You did just kill 2 people. Well, I mean, you entered their life in some capacity because now they are fish people to be kept in your aquarium. So, you've changed a lot since it happened. I've grown up. People need to grow up sooner or later. Remember our wish, Deborah? He told me that we would serve as his priestess together and reforming Lemuria into the divine realm. Just an apprentice who couldn't even chant the pearls. Sometimes I could sense desperately exhaustion. In your eyes. I'm a bit worried. Never felt this good in the passing years. Plunging a dagger into a man's chest just really gets the blood flowing. Busy time lies ahead. On the way back, she glimpses at the new Lord's bedchamber, which she has no right to enter. Some legend about the new Lord. The arrival of the divine realm is nearer. Bathing in hope, she casually hands the silk handkerchief to the guard after wiping off the blood. Out the blood. The new king. So I was thinking this would like be after we defeated her, but it's before. It's a backstory. Thud thud. Trying to think. I was trying to think if this asset was used with Nymphaea, because Nymphaea did walk into the sea, right? But I don't think this was. Its low, clangor voice shakes through the whole island like a divine decree. It strikes the waves, echoes within the valleys, wakes people throughout the cities and villages. The coronation is coming. Millions of Lemurians flood the streets and squares. That's insane. Millions. That's a lot of people. I mean, modern day, it's not a crazy amount of people, right? I mean, if you live, I live in the US, and there's like, I don't know last time I checked the population, but it was like 340, 350 million people, right? And then if you go into like a city like LA or something, right, there's easily like 7 million people in a in particular city limits, right? So there's millions is realistic. Just like at a time like this, that seems kind of crazy, right? Like a large city would be hundreds of thousands of people, maybe not. Millions is a hard economy to sustain, essentially. Gazing at the grand shrine glowing with gloomy lights. Looking past the clamor congregations and clusters of guards, straining to catch a glimpse of the new king inside the shrine. Are we going to talk about Tulu now? A vague figure leans against the throne behind the veil, seems still deep in his dream. The unique crown symbolizing the Lord instinctively quickens Miryam's breath. Boom. Made the followers stop. Fear of the calamity flowed through their veins, and they looked up in panic. Sky, once veiled by the clouds, grew increasingly darker. Lightning flashed, thunder rolled and the ocean surged with waves symbolizing calamity and death. What if we stroke the temple? I don't know what you mean by stroking the temple. Could it be your new lord? Ominous signs make anxiety spread quickly through the believers around the temple. Discussions, conjectures, and even complaints begin to grow in the crowd. A faint sigh emits behind the veil. A diminutive figure rises from the throne. There he is. Deep in our dream, we heard the divine revelation. Today we are risen for the sake of Lemuria. All calamities bow in all authority. Look at the sky. Oh, it's so bright. Oh, yeah, Tulu. Tulu is kind of pompous. But he's entertaining, especially in the main story. With this movement, several enormous tentacles pierce the ocean, plains, mountains, and appearing before everyone. A faint light emanates from the tentacles. The light gradually connects and weaves into a grand painting before all the believers. Transforming scenery. Mountains no longer deformed, the sea no longer stormy. Sunlight bathes the serene island, illuminating a paradisiac country. Oh, Sarah's back. How could this be? How have you changed at all? Look at me, I've grown taller. Mom misses you. This an illusion? It's gotta be. Wait, Enos? Hand touches her head, softly stroking her. Yep, more head pats. Don't be sad, Miryam. You did it. You helped the Lord bring the arrival of the divine realm. Family will live happily together in the divine realm. All lives and happiness will never end. That seems like a spell for disaster. I mean, happy family reunion here. Symbol of reunion, defying parting, a feast with no absences. Her longing fulfilled, her desire satisfied in that single embrace, always and forever. But what is going to happen here? There it is. That embrace is gone. The illusionary radiance is melting. She returns to her position at the temple. Before her, countless believers also shed with tears. The splendor of the divine realm, the deepest desire, lurks in every believer's heart, now unravels into vivid scrolls of luminosity. Yeah, it's coming. No organization is needed. Countless followers kneel behind her. A wave of uttermost reverence spreads through the congregation. Ugh, the priest is back. Miryam is to accept his gracious favor. She will ascend as the high priest and assist our... Good. I'm done with you, dude. I mean, Miryam's kind of a monster, but we all love Miryam, so... She's also a very good awakener. Bows to Tula, making an inviting gesture. This one is the divine envoy, the king of Lemuria. Will bestow the divine realm for... Oh Lord, I don't know why I'm tired, it's only 9. Praise unto his presence. Thousands of cheers echo between mountains and resonate with waves. Thousands of praises flourish in every corner of the kingdom. So it's kind of contradicting itself, right? Because it literally talked about how millions went out on the street and now we're only in thousands. Make up your mind, story. What is the population of Lemuria? Stopping the gods and the high priestess from following. Crowned the fanatical shouts of the followers, the young new king silently walks into the empty temple, leaving a loneliness shadow. Still going. The Virtue of Lies. Part 8. Virtue of Deception. Several years later. So Miryam's now like probably mid to late 20s, based off all that stuff. Because she started in the priesthood when she was 18. It's a nice painting. Music rises upon the indigo water, playing with the calls of seagulls before reaching Miryam's ears. Is that Her Holiness, the High Priestess? Oh, she's a celebrity now. Don't let others find us. Faithful follower of our Lord, may he always bless you. Onyx serpents dance behind her hem. Her hand gently touches their foreheads one by one. I wish they incorporated the Hydra into her design. I think that would be cool. Kind of like if they ever make Juliet an Awakener, I would like to see the Hounds as part of her design. Because she's got like a fun silhouette, but like by herself as an Awakener, more would need to happen, I think. Deborah lets out a contented sigh. Since she became the High Priestess, Lemuria has not suffered from a calamity for a long time. For a long time? I mean, at most, maybe she's been a High Priestess for 10 years, so how often will they have a calamity? Merely the Lord's messenger. Never have seen such Lemuria. Never had imagined that such Lemuria could truly exist. Finding a spectacular scene before them. Gleam with a fervor far surpassing that of any believer. Yep, she's in deep. In the distant abyss where no light dare glimmer, the great sword transcends aeon's slumber. His will manifests through the enormous weave of glowing constellations. His throne in the eternal darkness lures thy drifting dreams. Brook swirls and trickles in the room. Void of the spiritual dimension greets our soul. No discomfort anymore after these years, only breathtaking warmth remain. It is nice with like the light overlay. It does look cool. And okay. Towards the gleaming river's confluence. So she's just kind of like exploring this sort of astral realm type place. Our Lord, our eternal master who reigns in dreams, may you forgive my intrusion upon your greatest territory. Your prophecies have brought salvation upon Lemurians. Your majesty has expelled all calamities. On behalf of your people, please spare me the chance to consecrate, convey our reverence for you. You are the Lord's envoy. You are willing to devote everything to the realization of prophecy and the arrival of the divine realm. Drifted through the barrier of spiritual realm, approaching the statue formed by luminous starlights. Beams collide. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Look. Well, see, like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the same asset, and they just cut off the back. They could do that with Miryam in the crown to indicate the different eras. Smashed on the statue. What crashed through the roof? Uneasy with her presages, that she struggles to recognize a gigantic stone behind the dust somehow crashed through the roof of the temple and smashed on the statue of the Lord. This is... Stones used to be tentacles, and the figure's head lay shattered on the ground. Only a half-body remains on the throne. Did Tulu throw a giant rock through the sky? She's very surprised. Person at his age, a few years, feels like decades. Why do you come here alone? Gaze resembles a newborn contemplating the strange world, or a traitor confronting his beloved homeland, or something in between. Yeah, so she's highly suspicious. Shall we perform a grand sacrificial ceremony? Zeal and anticipation. Trace of God has dissipated in his dream. The land of Lemuria has been abandoned by its belief. Or sink into deep sea, into the yeah. So the destiny of Atlantis has come. These are blasphemous words. Holy devoted, I will. Yeah. Forced ascension. He sensed the vestige in dream and informed me. Although he continued seeking the god's presence, now he finally beholds the future. Our Lord cannot save Lemuria. Observing the light extinguish in her eyes, he observes her frozen posture, the hands accustomed to prayers now stunned stiffly, unable to find their place. Just as flustered as he was when he was first learning about these prophecies. Oh, damn it, I forgot. I was essentially going to also record the game separately from this in case, because I've made a couple of long form stories and kind of condensed them and make them flow a little bit better. And having that extra footage makes it a little easier to like expand on stuff. This fits really well into the frame, but I forgot to do that. So a bunch of little things when it's like you're trying to do content and trying to grab all the correct stuff. Very easy to miss things. We are his spokespeople and accomplices. We are the sublime sinners of Lemuria, which includes you. You mean a joke or still some kind of test? After he grew unsatisfied about my devotion. Yeah, she's kind of in a spiral now. Sharp edge of the broken statue cut her palm and blood dripped unnoticed. His gaze, with emotion, still tangles with him, raises through the shadowed statue and thick roof tables, calling upon the distant sky. Now it has become your burden. Oh, well, now he's nice? It's not fair to you, kid, but this is life. Cannot hold fairness for you, nor can I teach you anything more. So do whatever you want. As a victim of injustice and a sinner of Lemuria, you have the right. Sharpness and awareness fade from the former high priest's eyes. Fatigue and emptiness overwhelm instead. Hunched and staggered, he moves out alone. The Lord has awakened. Go talk to Tulu. What, are we submerged already? Gazes at the pool. Rise and sink. Filthy ripples disturb the surface. Prodigious eyeballs bulging on both sides. It's just a funny descriptor. These poor fish people, man. Yeah. It's a very cool shot at Tulu. We always hear the sarcasm when we meet. Only the crown of Lemuria still glitters. Its massive scale creates a distorted sense of proportion with his teenage body. However, the crown doesn't seem unmatched for the slightest bit, but fits perfectly as if it were part of him. His slumbering eyes trace on Miryam's face, eyebrows flickering like the exhalation of the sea. Oh, what's up, Barada? How you been? Welcome in. I'm just going through Desecrate out of Dreamscape, so we'll see if we get to combat, but I think it's mostly just Miryam's story so far. In all surmise, thou may cry, may drop to insane, or may try to kill us. But Tulu doesn't care, man. He's just so nonchalant. Lemuria is closer and closer to the Divine Realm, just one step away, or just one step away. One step closer. That is Ramona Time Worms. Psych Deep Dive. Or maybe it's the other one. Search for so long, but God's presence is nowhere to be found in dreams. Perish, destined, and inevitable. This is God's last message. Facing this catastrophe is the punishment adjudicated on the king and his high priestess. Along with prayers and hopes and offerings were deception. Everyone from birth to death lives under the deception. Yep. That our prayers are meaningless. Please acknowledge me like a prophecy. That sucks. That's pretty fucked up. Please announce in your name the divine realm will never arrive. No bursting cries, no insane hysteria. She looks into Tulu's eyes, utters all her questions. Amidst her words, there is a silence unraveling. Amid silence, there is collapse unspoken. This is why she goes the villain route. I mean, everything is a lie. Calls the believers who sacrificed their intellect, emotions, and dignity, and those who devoted their souls just to be distorted. I don't know if everyone devoted their souls to be distorted when they're getting sacrificed to turn into fish people. However, until now, let it continue. Haven't spotted the god for a long time, but I know he's still there deep in the dreams. It still awaits, but my teacher said, we all have to die for the new realm to come. When the stars are right, Lemuria will end its hibernation, raise into the word. It is thee. You will be reborn. You will bring back me and bring back Lemuria. So I know people are talking about Tulu, but possibly being the next Genesis Awakener. But, I mean, and I haven't done his side quest. But, I mean, based off this, it seems like Miryam should become kind of the next Genesis Awakener. Though she's so closely aligned with Murphy, and Murphy already had the Genesis, so... I don't know. They favor Aqua anyway, so I guess it does. I guess it's irrelevant. What should I do? Step towards the ending with Lemuria until thy time come. 3 days. 3 days. Oh, well, that's fun. A grand ritual, a luxurious ceremony. Let them chant prayers, calling our name. We will put all the Murians in a sound sleep. We will weave the most gorgeous dream. The high priest said he refused to fall asleep. He wishes to witness the sinking of Lemuria with his own eyes. How about thee? I am willing to face the end with clarity, my lord. Alright. Death to everyone in... I mean, I guess they're sleeping, but they're about to be engulfed by an ocean. Dream of Lemuria. Okay. Unending. So it's raining quite hard. Bringing his prophecy for us will lead us to the divine realm. People are really excited about this. Surging crowd reminds Miryam of deep ones in the pond and their widely open eyes. Rise and sink. Felt like submerged by salty water which suffocates her senses. Images blurred, sounds tingle into turmoil. Noises recede to background, resembles the fish swimming around her. Azure water creates a barrier between them. Within its hollow beamed by sunlight, her voice emerges like crystal clarity. Is she watching it flood right now, or is she... Sometimes it's a little unclear, like, what is happening. Yeah, so it's not, they're not flooding yet. It's just the description and kind of what she's seen has always existed, hasn't it? Just hyping these guys up. There's a lot of text, so I'm looking for the interesting bits here. Leaves the protection of the gods and approaches the altar. Countless hands reach out. Believers surge toward her, seeking the blessing of the Lemuria High Priest. The gaze quickly silenced by the noisy followers. Yeah, she's like celebrity status. As long as you believe in the king will respond to your faith. It's very transactional. I'm willing to offer everything to the king. Then join me in chanting the king's name. Beneath the starry firmament, above the undersea remnant, we pray for our Lord in uttermost devotion. May his insight foresee calamities, may his wisdom guide his people. May the storms recede before his almighty, may the waves bow down for his sovereign, may the earthquake cease in his authority, may the land at peace under his dominance. May all disasters dissipate in his tranquil dreams, may the divine realm arrives under his shelter. Alright. There it is. Several enormous tentacles stretch out from the soil beneath the temple, accompanied with majestic roars. They're cheering for the moment. The great Lemurian deity Priestess possessed the power to resist all disasters. Oh, this is a good shot of Miryam. Can we, like, take the text away so we can actually see her face? In eyes unseen, there was no trace of the high priest's expectations or dignity, only confusion. Bring us the divine realm. My lord, it's arriving! Tentacles begin to dance. The silent aqua aura spread from the tentacles, flowing from the temple to every inch of Lemuria, entering the senses of every Lemurian. Cheers fade away. Light illuminates the lonely island of Lemuria from the sky. This moment of jubilation, the believers' movements came to a halt, pausing in their praise and faith for the Spring King, as well as in their boundless aspirations for the hopes of the future. And here they sleep. Really, really all in on the fishy smell. And they would never get the chance to find out. If you can hear me, please answer me. His lips shivering with unrecognizable whimpers, just as usual. Done better than you've imagined. Yeah, I mean, you turned it into like a kind of goldfish type person. Saw the Lord we devote everything to, but the Lord told me that Lemuria is doomed. To accept that we've been living in grand deception. Everything I did to you are meaningless. Yeah, I mean that would that would crash anybody out, I think, for sure. Just crouches down, touching and kissing each of them. Yeah, I mean they're fish in an aquarium, essentially. It's pretty fucked up. But is there any story in Morimens that is not dark and sad? There's a couple that are like not bad, but most of them are pretty sad. Why is this old man still around? He's too old. Climbing this mountain alone is such a difficult task for him. Gasping for air. The rain pounded his withered body, and the wind almost blew him down. At the highest point of Lemuria, the old man gazed at the vast island. Heh. What do you think now? No interest in saving, only feeling wary. Yet, for the sake of Lemuria, you can find yourself to the throne, trapped within your own dreams. The gods have vanished, but you still pursue. I am merely a fraud. You are Lemuria's greatest guardian. One last look. Oh, because he wants to watch it sink. Right. Let them all go to hell. Come, Cataclysm. I am your accomplice. It's making sounds. Boom. Tulu sits on the throne, resting his chin in one hand, his eyelids heavy with exhaustion. Lemurians have fallen into incessant slumber. He used up all his power to grant them a fanciful dream, a mirage of his promise. Tempest will surrender in silence. Lemuria's abyss will drown in salvation. His glory will descend, his realm will beckon. You left long ago. You never cared about Lemuria, did you? You were too chased, hunted, and abandoned by our higher will. You are an isolated, lost soul bearing no difference with me. Tulu. Attain the posture of one hand. Enters the same dream with his people. There, the sun bathes people upturned face in divine glow. Sweet odor of laughters diffuse in gentle breeze. Sweet odor of laughters diffuse in gentle breeze. That is interesting imagery. I mean, does everyone have halitosis? Bids farewell to his homeland with a last lie. As the Lord of Lemuria, his power finally utilized, his will finally implemented. It's so bright. That's what I get for having a big screen. Oh, Lord. She cannot find Enos, so every deep one is Enos. That's fair. Yep. I would not give up. Okay. So in order to avoid all of her actions being meaningless, she has to now save it. Miniature forms when the minglement drip onto the deep one's scales. Oh, it's all coming down now. Hearken to his voice, bow before his glory, praise into his presence. Gathers beneath the twirling mass of clouds. See, this is a cool shot. I wish we could see the shot without the text. Like this. But we cannot, sadly. Yeah, they are really going through a crisis of faith right now. Raging portentous gusts strike the temple like a destroying a weed. It slits the heavy slates and tears the foundations, exposing the sepulchral soil beneath. That's a good word. The sea once hunched under the sky straightens, sheds out the last fleck of dismal light. Amid the somber ruins of her relief, her arms unfold a nearby deep one. Enfold, not unfold. Enfold. Unfold. And yep. They like Stygian. They use that word a lot. Offer you all my devotion. Or I guess this imagery is used in the intro. If you watch it long enough, it is 3 minutes long. Boom. Ocean come before the withered leaf. In the old calendar year of something, Lemuria sank into the abyss. No survivors. Dark statue. It's still going. What do we want? Part 10? Yeah, this is part 10. The name of blank I call upon you, my child. Let the embrace of family soothe your weary body, and the scent of home heal your wandering soul. Half awake. Sun outline pierces the water. Yeah, so she is awake in the water. Doesn't know how long she slept. Perhaps a day, a week? Or they've been doing time jump in years, so we may even assume longer than that. Mother, sister, elder, priest, king, Deborah, they all reached out their hands inviting her. Master Talus? Who's that? Finds herself in a spacious and luxurious hall, kneeling at the center of a ritual magic circle. Dressed in clothing unfamiliar to her, shouting excitedly. I summon the golem. Ah! They've just brought her back as an awakener. The maid who looks somewhat familiar said, is that Karen? Lemuria? What is that? Who knows? My efforts have not been in vain. Reached out to place a hand on her forehead. I am your link. So she died and then immediately was brought back as an awakener. For someone else. That kind of sucks. 10,000 years? I mean, I guess that tracks with the whole theory of Atlantis / Lemuria. And how you can help me. What an asshole. You are a tool. You are not a person. Pat her forehead and sighed. All the head pats. She doesn't seem very bright, does she? Commotion comes from outside the house. Philistines. Have we heard Philistines before? I don't know. Before he could finish, a giant harpoon flew from afar, piercing his heart. A group of dark-skinned, unarmored foreign warriors shouting strange battle cries surrounded us from all sides. Like from Remora? She's not your tool, man. Savages. This is the territory of the Orin family. I think it's a little late for that, for the bluster. Balk again next time it will pierce your eyeball or then your throat. Philistines paced around inside, greedily observing everything. Goliath! Okay. Next to him, another Philistine warrior eagerly raised his tridents. Goliath is a coward. We should have listened to Iglin. Who is Iglin? I guess does Goliath have a story? I think he does. I haven't done all of them yet. Despicable savages. I saved you. If I die, you won't make it either. Placing your hopes on a woman. Fucking assholes. Grabs Thales by the hair. Who is this? I mean, that's a cool painting. Once again, wish I could see it. Small statue dangled at his waist. Where did that statue come from? Where did it come from? An ancient door stone material depicting a figure seated on a throne. Ah, I see. Bordered me from my bravery. Wonder which foolish civilization left this behind. Oh? He suddenly noticed the woman in front of him stand up. And those bizarre yet expensive accessories. You're useless as trash. Miryam's gonna kill you, dude. Black mist appeared. Yeah, so she just straight up summons dissolution. There's the Hydra. Holding the knife was bitten off by a black snake. Blood splattering and soaking Miryam's clothes. Devouring him before he could let out more screams. Starting to doubt. Miryam looked down at her hands. A gradually brightened smile appeared on her face. It turns out everything you said was true. I now possess greater power than ever before. You truly have not deceived me. Fearsome Witch was immersed in complex emotions. Having lived through arson and pillage since youth, the Philistine had an instinctive sense for danger. He knew this was his only chance. She's gonna kill you. Appeared of nowhere in a form he couldn't comprehend, piercing through his body. Miryam didn't care about the brave or despicable choices. The black serpents appeared and vanished, toying with, biting, and hunting those lowly lives. She walked towards the remains inside, devoutly picking up the dark statue from closer inspection. This is the power of the golem. But we know Miryam keeps awakeners. It's like she links with others. Strong power from the other end of the link, but it vanished before causing any real damage. I am your father. I can always reduce you back to a mere corpse. I imagine she's gonna keep you, dude. Must bear the fates. An eager and strange look. It was as if her eyes were piercing through him, focusing on something far beyond his comprehension. It's as scorching as the sun, yet as dark and cold as the aqua. Land of the Orn family? Strange habit, but it's not important. Do as you wish. Kill them. Show me what you can do. As you wish, father. Oh. There's still more. She's got a lot of story going on. So I think I've done some that are like, they only have like 7 parts, and then other ones have like 12, 13. Right. Stands in darkness, and no matter from what direction you look, you can only see the eternal illusion. Ah, we are back here. There's Tulu. Died with doubts about you. This is my sin. I don't seek your forgiveness. I'll bear my sins. Until then, I'll do what I must. Talus brought me back to life. He must know something. I'll find a way to bring you back through him. Interesting. I'll definitely complete my mission. Shadow remained silent. His face was obscured by light and tendrils, making an expression unreadable. He lowered his head and let out a soft sigh. My lord. Steadily placed on the windowsill. Clients on a throne entwined with tentacles, quietly watching Miryam. Please be patient, my lord. Am I right, Deborah? Wait. Is this just, is she seeing the maid as Deborah? I imagine so. What are you looking at me for? Slave's child shouldn't have a name, but the old mistress liked me and gave me this one. I love it. Overlaps with the face of the maid. Looked at her and smiled unconsciously. Lord Talus will never forgive me. You're much more precious than the rest of us. Wait, so is... She said that the Lord Talus referred to both of them as maids, even though Miryam is a golem, aka an awakener. So for a second I was like, wait, is Deborah supposed to be another awakener? But she just said that when she was a child, she was given that name. So I don't think so. I'll tell you something, but you mustn't tell anyone else. Rest assured, I won't say a word. Don't have to preface every secret with that phrase. This is the 5th time you said it today. Ever in the manor probably knows who it is. I think Lotas has plotted something serious. He's very cunning. Is that so? Killed quite a few people recently. Those people were friends of the own family and had a close relationship with Lord Talus's father. Every time he appears to get along with these people as if they were close friends, but then he turns around and has you kill them all. Have to follow... So he's... This dude is just climbing up the social ladder as well. Would. Yeah, I mean, both Miryam and Deborah agreed. Why must the kingdom and families constantly fight with each other? There's still so many people who can't even live decently. Hope to find a quiet little place in the future, build a house, and be with Nord. Oops. Do we get to see who Nord is? A young coachman. There would be a perfect word. I will make you the first believer of the new era and the first citizen of Divine Realm. This is my mission. Talus. Is this how you go about inviting Miss Miryam? Call them by their name and walk side by side? Soldier, drag this on... What? You asshole. Pleaded for you. I'll let it slide this time. Next time, no one will be able to help you. Jesus, okay. I once studied alchemy. My father always said I was wasting my time, but as the child of a maid, no matter what I do, he would never approve. So it just runs in his family. To you, I have an Almi. No, something even stronger. Which requires a large amount of spirit power. I can assist you. That silver substance isn't something you can just find anywhere. There's no need to rush this matter. For now, with you here, it's enough for me to accomplish what I want. He gripped his knife and gazed at the ocean outside the window. Bring gifts to the main city. He's gonna kill his dad? This would be an invaluable gift for the entire owned family. Okay. Oh, we finally get a real look at this. Yeah, it's nice. Lord Goliath. Good thing. Giant dropped his knife, leaned it against the mast, and closed his eyes to rest. Injury sustained in battle, betrayal, and scheming by my cane after being wounded. Ah. Heh. Iglin. Exiled me under the pretense of hunting witches. What a troublesome tactic. Yeah, I need to learn more of Goliath's story as well. Pay the price for his hesitation. Though you're small, if it comes down to Survivor, I wouldn't mind eating you. I'll grant you a swift end in your dreams. Let's not be so pessimistic. Find the witch who killed our clansmen. Perhaps we can survive if we find her. There's no witch, just a lie to deceive the tribe. Giant opened his eyes and gazed at the boundless sea. Perhaps I can really accomplish something. Bloodfeast. Blood banquet. It's a bit of both, I suppose. Turner, leader of the own family. Old man waved impatiently. Can't teach a servant proper manners. These aristocratic assholes, man. A series of hurried steps echoed outside the door. A young man who bore a resemblance to Talus appeared in the hall. Oh, okay. Ah, is Big Brother here too? It's a whole Talus family reunion. And I'm about to present a gift to my father. That there are some important matters I need to discuss with you. It's about my final affairs. Second son took 2 steps forward in support of the elder's arm. The elder gently patted the back of his hand. Some things need to be arranged in advance for the Orn family to prosper. Position of head of the Orn family to my second son. Oh boy, you're about to piss off that one dude. The noblest lineage, this is my promise to your mother, and I will fulfill it. Glances at his other sons. Assuming Talus is his second son, if it's not, then Talus will definitely kill him. For sure. As for you, your territory won't change either. However, you've been worried about too many things lately. Hand over the command of your army to your brother, I think, like me, should enjoy a more relaxed life. Yep, there it is. It's an irresistible command, is that right? 3 days ago, I sent troops toward your base. I've always been aware of your ambition, but you're still my son. I'll give you a chance to choose. Hope you won't blame me. How could be... I must thank you. My way here, I was just thinking about what I would have to do. You can't imagine how tormented I've been. Yeah, so now he's given him an opportunity to kill him. Wait. Squad of guards rushed out from behind the curtain, surrounding Ty and Miryam. I don't think it's the actual Ty. They're in the wrong region. But interesting that they use an overlapping name there. Truly prepared everything so thoroughly, Father. Stationing my guards outside the city and confiscating my weapons has left me without a single chance. A bastard born of a maid, uneducated, spending all day on your laughable alchemy and your ridiculous ambitions. You have no feelings for your family. All you desire is power. Ty waved, and Miryam stepped forward with black mint. Who is Ty? This whole story needs to get some touch up for sure. Some of the words get a little confusing. Exact moment. In the next moment, a headless body collapsed to the ground. Could react. Serpentine black mist appeared beside each of them. Yeah, Miryam is scary, for sure. A few wisps of black smoke lingered in the air. The black snakes bit at the prey, and the room was filled with successive screams. Owen family collapsed to the ground, surrounded by body parts and blood, with the throats only able to emit faint whispers. I've used every possible means to conceal her existence, all for this day. Here's a generous gift I prepared for you. Prior planning, can the Owen family prosper and flourish? Yep, just fucking kill everybody. The last thing, they really like plunging knives into chests. Big fan. They're a big fan of that. Silver spoon clinks against an intricately carved goblet, producing a crisp sound. On the seat have not completely dried. Talus savoring the lingering scent of blood. It looks satisfied at the gazes directed towards him. Grand show would be utterly dull with an audience. Especially my closest brothers. So, under the watch of a squad of fully armed soldiers, Talus's younger brothers sat at the table, fearful and silent. I mean, watching Miryam just kill a whole bunch of people would probably instill me with a great fear as well. Talus. Interesting. Talus, because otherwise Talis. This is Thalys. A bastard and illegitimate child. From today onward, I am the dictator of the Owen family. You become my new friends in Talus. We will forge a powerful alliance, and all enemies will be crushed by it. Not anymore. Just raise the glasses. To our great alliance, to the bright future of the Orn family. It's wild. Stood by, smiling and watching the guests and the rules of this new era. Drunk with joy, settled back into the main seat. He raised his glass to everyone, drank heartily, and relished the moment of immense happiness. So they're all just sitting with, like, corpses and body parts on the ground? Gold gems, haha, they're all trash. It's true that all it takes is to revive someone is that silver substance. Spells, bodies, and... Do you think I don't know what you're thinking? But what you truly desire is something else, isn't it? No idea what struggle means. Would have been drowned in the stable when I was 6 and never made it to today. What an asshole. I imagine this guy is going to get what's coming to him. But keeping a weapon with its own thoughts is even more so. So just die once more. Don't worry. I'll let you see the sun again when I have need of you. What's happening? Couldn't feel his control over it. No matter how he cast a spell, the rope just lay there motionless. Straight, fresh wound appeared on his chest as someone carefully and deliberately cut it with a dagger. Dagger to the chest. Everybody loves it. It is all the rage in Lemuria and wherever this is. What is this? It's called the Deep One Ritual. I had to use a dagger to cut open a person's body and infuse divine blood into their body, but now that is no longer necessary. Simply drink my blood and catalyze it with my power. The ritual will be complete. That's correct. At this banquet, you have already partaken of it. She's crafty. I mean, she ran a cult. Create a better world. Helping you become the chieftain will make the Orin family my ally, joining me in this sacred and great mission. You have base hearts, unworthy of the divine realm, but you have completed the mission of my rebirth. This is my gift I return to you. Have no right to barter, so I can only become your master. Now I think I qualify. Blood gushed out. She's got you on a leash, my guy. Everything about the golem is working inside. Don't have such struggles. However, once one has a divine mission to accomplish, learning these becomes not difficult. Oh, the tables turn very, very quickly. Pattern from an ancient civilization. Oh, meanwhile, these lines appeared on most of the guests and guards. Screams mixed with blood and splattered across every corner of the hall. Turned into a hell of blood and flesh, filled with the wails of the Orin family. Yep, and now they get to become fish people. And I know where to find him. Into a merfolk even more complete than that of the ancient Lemurians. As the blood and cries filling, she wept and smiled. Yes, because they're all her father to her. It's fucked up. That's still going. Okay. I think we're almost there. Like, I enjoy the stories. But also, like, I like visual novels, but there's only so much of attention I have. Because I read really quickly. Oh, he got hit with an arrow. Poison blood splattered from his shoulder onto the deck, staining as a swamp of filthy black under the sunlights. Poison arrow, huh? Giant Goliath has finally fallen. The once Goliath's power now swarmed beside him. Frantic, rapacious, like hyenas spotted the corpse of a lion. Worthless. The giant gives his dying follower nearby a final gaze with a malicious grin, then he closes his eyes. Let us sigh as waves through all lights. I didn't exiled, we wail, lament, shed our tears. Comes the illusion of my end. A woman's figure emerges in his blackening vision. Deborah and Miryam. It's fun silhouettes. These various legends are singing along the coast, but is he dying? He won't die. Where the onyx intertwines her neck. So this is how she starts going and just... She's a keeper of sorts. They begin to flee or leap onto a small boat for a final desperate flight. She has no interest in the hyenas running and struggling. Onyx serpents slither, hunt, bite, and devour. In the thick fog over the sea, more and more broken corpses surface. Yeah, she's just a murder machine. I mean, I think Miryam's scarier than Juliet, frankly. Seeking the Lord is a sacred mission. He would not wish for me to discuss it in such a filthy place. Didn't say it, but you didn't say a word to the big guy. Soon a battered wooden boat stops in front of their vessel. Can rest for a while before returning to me. They both have pink eyes. I didn't realize that. Never said that I wanted to make a deal with you. Don't want to waste your time, Lady Witch. I know about Lemuria, and I believe that's why you found me. What you did to the Philistines at Old Manor has spread throughout the seas. Frankly, I never believed those tales. If you're interested in those black statues, I found them and I know what they represent. Lady Witch. That's a fun title. Witness your great power. I believe you should be able to bestow this power upon me. Do you think you're qualified to make a deal? Master Witch. He's just upping the titles. Save my life. Even if I do not wish to trade with me, I will still offer you all the information I possess without reservation. It's not for this information. My loyalty. You need manpower for certain great tasks, right? How many people can you command after all your painstaking efforts? Powerful, but the matters of the heart, power, and true killing are not your forte. I don't know what your great endeavor is, but I would definitely need help. It's convinced me. Cast your blade into the sea. A knife? I mean, it is a big-ass sword, but I think it was in Germany where there's a difference. It's a knife and a sword. There's a difference in the hilt. And so you can have a knife that's like gigantic, that is not considered a sword, despite the length suggesting it should be a sword, simply because of the design of the hilt. Ship circa, something was stirring the sea beneath it. Wait, the giant blade leapt from the sea, emitting a dark glow never seen before. Held lightly as a feather by her slender fingers. I relish the pain. Of course you do. Yeah, Goliath is probably looking at Miryam like, step on me. Place the giant blade against Goliath's neck. Master Goliath. Oh! They show this. Easily severing in two and blood spurted out. Faint purple-black light flickered at the wounds of Goliath's neck. Yeah, the blade against the neck is actually shown in when you go to start the game, and that's that 3 minutes of cutscenes that play. It is shown there. Intense pain surged through Goliath. It didn't just come from the wound, but coursed through his entire body. His whole body trembling as he fought against the pain. In excruciating pain, fin-like blades sprout from Goliath's ears. His teeth become sharp and layered, and his eyes turn crimson. It's an incredibly long process. Goliath felt as if he endured a year of excruciating pain. That's fucking rough. He realized the ritual had long since ended. Lying face down on the ship, his sweat from the pain soaking the deck. Features of Merman were clearly visible on his giant body. A fierce shark was revealed before everyone. By your own potential, you are very talented, Goliath. Enjoy your strength. He lifted the blade beside him and swung it toward the water. Boom. Tossing two small boats and causing them to rock violently. He's very happy about that. Okay, and that makes sense. That his neck design makes a lot more sense now. Burst into loud laughter. Yeah, he's super excited. Sorry, I don't have time to pledge my loyalty to you. The Philistine traitors and enemies are waiting for me to slay them. From now on, I'll honor you with the blood of our enemies. However, as the mighty blade approached her, it abruptly froze, losing all power. Oh, there it is. He collapsed in agony as the piercing bone chill and pain returned with a vengeance, and the power within him vanished without a trace. I'm indeed not skilled in the matters you mentioned, but I understand what humanity is, Philistine. Pain and power I bestow both upon you. No matter where you are, no matter how strong you become, I can strip your power and bring your pain back at will. Impressive, Lady Witch. I will grant you a painless death. Why bother? But you should be even more steadfast. No one is a better partner than me. Accept my service and let our cooperation continue. But what you need is my ability, not my loyalty, right? Your tricks and vireness surprise me. I mean, as we know in the story, like, he respects Miryam, but he also likes to kind of change things up. He's kind of his own force. It's still going! Fuck. We just did Mistbound. Bygone era, right? Because we did this one already. Yes, okay. Part 14. There's a lot of story. I mean, I like it, but also I'm like... only have the capacity for so much visual novel in one night. Lost Lemuria civilization is an ancient legend passed down among the Philistine tribes. Fleet was caught in a storm and ended up here by chance. The statue was found right here. Anything else? Searched the entire island and found no ruins on these trinkets. But before I could, I got caught up in the math. Okay, is this your home? Might be Lemuria or perhaps something else, I'm not sure. Tens of thousands of years, many things can change. Yeah. The fact that the statue's still around is crazy. Like, that's really good. Soon she will bring Lemuria back to these waters. Take me to the statue. Oh, we're back in the forest. King's relic? What's it used for? Must find the silver substance left behind after the king's death. It is essential for the ritual. Is it similar to the one you used to turn us into the deep ones? You're going to dig up your king's corpse and flog it. He's been dead for tens of thousands of years. His body would probably crumble at a touch. She did not appreciate that. Sure, any more disrespect to the king, the punishment would be far worse. He's got a shot caller. He's on a shot caller. I didn't see this bay. The bay itself looks so strange. So I suppose it might be some kind of sorcery or the like. Oh, they've come to the dream. Right there. Altar was covered in weeds, almost unrecognizable. It's like nothing's changed. Did I place it incorrectly? I would have been gone in long ago and taken all the valuables. Cut her finger. It's the blood that needs to activate it. Causing the isolated island beneath everyone's feet to start shaking. Like a giant gate extending an invitation for everyone. This is the tomb you prepared for yourself. Walk towards the center of the vortex, ignoring Goliath's call. Is this underwater? Interesting. So they're breathing underwater. What is that up ahead? Oh, those are bodies. Holding their halberds. Narrating tales of past glory and millennia of solitary fates. The throne of Lemuria. Yes, we're back here then. Tens of thousands of years. Stood up, her hands probing into the filthy body. When she pulled them out, a faint silver light appeared in the dim ruins. Okay. So that's where she gets her, essentially, like, the key. This is what you call silver matter. Contrary to what Tal said, but this must be what I'm looking for. I will grant you the most agonizing death. She looks so pissed off. Why so serious? Said what Talus described as different, so his method probably won't work. What's your next move? Yeah, you can resurrect Tulu with it. With his silver core. What are you planning to do? Oh, she's gonna give her life for Tulu. Twisting to carve out a bloody void. Ugh. Countless rays of blood mixed with seawater swirling around the ruined throne. The skeletons bathed in the warm blood, coldly watching the scene before them. Miryam seemed completely unaffected by the pain, her smile growing in increasing fervor. Held the molten silver orb and inserted it into the void in her chest. Light orb emitted a strong glow and writhed in madness. Well, it is kind of invasive, yeah? They're going to fight each other. There was a mention of Karo right there. Flame scorched every inch of her skin. Blades tore into every piece of her Karo. Okay, so it's just the reference of body. Bang. Couldn't hold on any longer and passed out. Remove that ominous thing from her body and get her aboard the ship. But Miryam said, do it right now. There's the spiky teeth. A lonely black dot in the distance. Goes to my homeland. Yeah. She's severely injured now. If she misses today, she may never get another chance. If you truly intended to kill her, you would have done so by now, rather than chatting with me here. And I read D, be free, but what is the use of freedom? But that's all there is. He wants more and more. Greater than what Miryam bestowed upon me. Freedom is insignificant. Crimson gleam flickered in his eyes as he licked his lips, smiling with delight. He can use her to multiply his power exponentially. Everyone's scheming against each other. What do you think I have left to lose? Miryam doesn't notice. She lies on the bed in weakness, staring blankly at the endless sea. You look like a dead fish hung up. That holy embryo can definitely be sustained by a body. I sensed it very clearly. But the king rejected me. He would reappear in Lemuria return. Put it in another body. You got no power. You have no problem sacrificing people. The next star line will soon arrive. I can find a newborn. Whether it's searching for the whole infant, nurturing the sacred fetus, or gathering followers, everything you need to do requires a great deal of money, power, manpower, and authority. It's precisely where we collaborate. I have time, plenty of it. I must find a suitable vessel for the king's sacred fetus. Yeah, well, you do find Murphy. You're smart enough. Do not do anything foolish. Along the widening coastline of the Oren family's territory, the strange deep ones, drawn by a call, are densely lined up on the shore, awaiting their master. Part 15. I mean, it's good. It's interesting. It's just like, come on, man. I've been playing Code Vein extensively, and well, Code Vein 2, and it's all action, Visual novels are of a different speed. Still retained the basic aristocratic refinement, but his tone of disdain was not concealed in the slightest. Has now embarked on an unusual path. You freaks, your existence is a blasphemy to everyone. That witch Miryam caused this. Yep, they want to go take her out. You have many brave warriors, but eliminating her will come at an extremely heavy cost. I'm willing to cooperate with you. I can feel your sincerity, Mr. Goliath. What is your plan? Papa is a and several other prominent families in Churn. Before they take action, I believe we need to hold a meeting. I will tell you everything about their own family and provide my advice. I'll ensure you cure Miryam at minimum cost, and be honest with you, I'm looking for the right person to collaborate with deeply. It's not so she's just playing more sides? Like, Goliath is, like, big and buff, but he seems rather devious. You ambitious little one. I mean, the head of this family is probably, like, looking up at this man. Indeed, the fall of our own family is merely the prologue. Lions will surely bring a new dynasty to this land. Sister, father. Oh. Deborah. Welcome in sweat. Placed by Deborah's worried face. They both had fish-like faces. Father said they have lived like this for tens of thousands of years. Can no longer continue speaking. Yeah, that would suck to fully not remember him, but I mean, she did. It was by her hand that her father at least turned into a fish. Once you recovered your body and brought the divine realm here, you'll soon be reunited with your family. Wait, she gazed at Deborah's swollen belly with a complex expression. Going to be a mother soon, so take care of yourself. Is Deborah Murphy's mom? So Deborah dies and then Miryam raises Murphy. Deborah does have resemblance to Murphy Fulbron in terms of the veil and kind of like the gloves. Obviously, Fulbron has white gloves. That would make sense. Okay. Just as healthy as she is. Let me hear it. This is your godmother, a high priestess. You were a girl and prepared gifts for your birth. I'm guessing that's Murphy. It's not as enjoyable as being with you. Something I want to tell you. Let him in. Smaller than Philistines, but as long as they are human, the things they desire will not differ too much. Together we will kill you, destroy their own family, and I will divide the land, wealth, and power among them. It's rich with loopholes, but these guys are arrogant enough to believe that it's their destiny to stand at the pinnacle of the world without a shred of doubt. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting when Goliath shows up and just kills everybody. Searched every single person within their own family. Found some babies who were willing to be born at the moment of stellar alignment, but their families do not believe in the divine realm. Such a person is unworthy to be the vessel for the nurturing the king. It's indeed a tough task. We have a few people. Otherwise, she would have been a perfect candidate. Yeah, pretty sure Deborah's kid still gets it, though. Might be damaged. I cannot allow the king to take such a risk. You wouldn't be thinking of. You're truly a fucking... you're truly... That's kind of what it with the blank. It kind of reads like you're truly a fucking lunatic. Don't mind at all. My choice was correct. Only by collaborating with someone as crazy as crazy as you, we can accomplish what others cannot. Surely be a splendid night. So this is the secret she's about to tell her. Goliath was well prepared. Is there a problem? And there is no qualified holy child. But father and king are urging me. I can't wait any longer. I could have helped you. Only one option left. Questions buried by a passage of time now resurface, filling her mind with a dusty haze. Do you believe in the king? Oh boy. Do you know what faith is? You're making it complicated. First citizen of the divine realm, I promise you to make your home the happiest family in the divine realm. Now I bestow this honor upon you. And the path to it will bear your name. Every believer and citizen in the divine realm will remember you. Collapsed onto Miryam's shoulder. I wouldn't want to see you like this. You don't understand. Yep. So Deborah is Murphy's mom for sure. Little Murphy looks at herself years later. She's confident, determined, and strong. She's the undisputed high priestess of Lemuria and the lonely emissary of the divine realm. No longer is any connection. Little Miryam left as if she had never existed. Set and the stars begin to tread. Oh, okay, this is the end. What is this? Draw 2 cards, recover 2 Arithmetica. All Reckoners lose 5 alignments. That sucks. Tentacle Stance's Tranquil C. Inflict 206 poison on all enemies. Inflict 3 times that much poison set in a boss battle. Huh. 206 poison on all enemies. Inflicts... That's interesting. It's an interesting posse. Tick-tock. Body was naked, her belly swollen with veins clearly visible under the starlight. Bound to a stone altar, unable to move. Yeah, she's about to sacrifice her best friend. It's more solemn than this. You once had a friend named Deborah too. Isn't it fate, Miryam? How could I bear to hurt you? You're my best friend, my only friend. Gently strokes Deborah's face, brushing away her tears of fear. The cold and slimy touch causes Deborah to tremble uncontrollably. I'm merely giving you a gift. So wish I could be the one to bear the sacred fetus, but you've seen me try to implant it. I'm not worthy. My regret lies in being unable to savor it. I am your daughter's godmother. I will bestow the supreme honor upon my goddaughter, and also upon you, my dearest and only friend. To embrace this honor, but she won't be born for another 3 months. Yet she's about to be a preemie. She must be born today. Jesus. Let's host the... Slowly scanning the room. Tells a history of slaughter, and the laughing eyes gleam with greed. They are the masters of the land and history. They are slaves of power and desire. Goliath smiled at them. Teared agreements. Destroy this wonderful feast. Outside the door. Yep, they're just killing a bunch of people. I don't understand these deep ones, then I wouldn't have to do this job. Have all the other exits been secured? Have the personal gods brought by this families been killed? Yeah, so they're just cleaning up outside. Please spare me. Yet you insult this friendship, Deborah. All friendship will not change because of these insults. Jesus Christ. Miryam is crazy. Stephen walked gently towards Deborah. In her pale hand, a strangely shaped ceremonial dagger glimmered in a dim light. I know you're afraid. I've seen many believers, and they all fear the end of this life. You are one of the supreme people of the divine realm. All that you have endured will be repaid in it. That sucks. What a way to go out. That's a present came to her side. Yep. Doesn't even kill her, just literally straight cuts the baby out. Jesus. And Goliath is just going to kill everybody here, I imagine. My face. Oh, they're turning into fish people. Yeah, I mean... Miryam might be worse than Juliet. Converge. It's just... Everybody's dying. Well, I mean, I guess these guys are becoming fish people, but... They're from Saron and picked up his knife. Obtained a small piece of the Orn family's territory. By working with Miryam, I can gain unimaginable power. That's right. Young noble... Goliath just cut this dude in half. Gods had already been taken out by us. There's no need to try contacting them anymore. Damn. Just absolute slaughterhouse. Savoring the fear on the nobles' faces, he sighed in satisfaction and lifted the massive blade. Drink the poison wine and transform into a merman or perish here. The choice is yours. I feel bad for Deborah. That sucks. Like, she was really nice. Her mind remained painfully clear, confronting pain and fear. That sucks. Father in the same manner. Oh, wait. Henderson, Sorin and Terrain. Can no longer feel it. Emotion and senses have abandoned her. Yep, there's Murphy. Great to name the daughter this, but she hadn't had the chance to tell Miryam yet. Yeah, so it just goes back, right, that Murphy is kind of a Sarah surrogate. May our hymns peace the abyssal gloom, that we may ascend with thee into the eternal void where silence and madness reign as one. Sound from inside the house. Built of dark tablets, looks exactly like the home where Miryam once lived. She reunite with them. Oh, the deep ones do talk. Surrounded the hut like endless waves. Well, this is interesting. I don't know if I've seen this. We've seen the hands, of course. But this particular loop, I don't know if I've seen. That's cool. King will protect his virtuous subjects, bringing forth the divine realm. Our Lord's doctrine was spread throughout the world. It's all pretty fucked up, man. I mean, I'm glad I've played through the story and seen chapter 6, 5 and 6, because this puts into context a lot of things. Sacred fetus emits a pure white glow beneath the stars. Silent stalls listen to the oracle-like cry as stars fall, leaving a mournful mark across the night sky. Desecrates. Yeah, it's dark. It's dark. Cool. Alright, we have done Desecrate. Awesome. Yeah, so I mean that was really interesting. I like learning the lore for sure, and gives me more context to work on her Awakener overview. I think I'll just use I'm just gonna use a proxy here, and we'll finish the rest of this stuff later. Yeah, so I think let me just kind of click the daily here real quick. Call it here. I know there was no battles this time. Next time I'll actually go in and do the Astral Rain. But it was fun to go through one of the stories again. I know it's just a visual novel, and like I said, it was good, but they're also draining for me, so I can only imagine how it is watching it. But if you hung in here, check it out, whatever, thank you. And I'll probably make this into long form at some point, but We'll see. Like, actually edited, not just a VOD that is chaos and my random thoughts. Anyways, thank you, and I will catch you on the flip side.